Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so setup wise, for the most part, it's good. I think on occasions, sometimes we get a little bit wide. Something I'm going to mention there because that's going to make it difficult then for you to move and do the rotation you want to do. So just again, a smidgen narrow. Okay, but otherwise, setup's pretty good in terms of the Y shape we're getting now in both these cases. Okay, club face on the ground. Zoom in. Club face on the ground there is reasonably straight. On this one, it's a little bit turned in, so that's going to send the ball a bit further left as well anyway. So just be mindful of these little tiny things that set up the grip and the club face. All the things that we can do at the start position are going to have some consequence or effect on where the ball goes, yeah? So make sure the club is sitting down straight. And I think in terms of this movement here now, okay? Good backswing here now, okay? As we're coming back in, you sort of see that shoulder's kind of moving down that way. So you're kind of going that way with it a little bit, trying to get that club to come down, and then you're sort of overly rotating with the body, okay? What you've got to try and do from here, once you get back here now, this hip is just going to move, and you're going to move probably there, yeah? It's not going to move kind of over here somewhere. We don't want the knee to be collapsing too much. This is the finish line where that wall would be. We want the hips and the hands to get on that wall. So you see a bit of a dip here now with the body. That's not, I'd rather see that than a big kind of shoulder over the top, okay? Hip coming the golf ball here now, okay? There's your impact. Hands are on the wall. There's the club face there. And you can see now that the lower half now is sort of straight up against that wall. Have you moved a little bit with the top half more than you want? Possibly, because there's a bit of a lunge there, as we said. But we are moving the body now towards target. And then from here now, we rotate around the corner, okay? Because the feet were a bit too far apart, the knee just couldn't come together, yeah? Basically, if your feet are further apart than your shin, you can't get your knee. You can, if I'm like this, for example, there's no way I can get over there, okay? So a little bit narrower makes that knee come to it and just makes that rotation a little bit easier. But in terms of positives...
This is wrong, isn't it, as well, on the left foot?
I mean, that just helps your rotations. That's not too bad. I don't mind that, to be fair. So, I mean, that's sort of something you sort of sometimes do, sometimes don't. I wouldn't say it's a major issue.
Okay.
If it just helps you rotate, then not a problem. It's not moving independently, it's more you're just moving it to help you rotate. But in terms of the positives, setup-wise, good, okay? Other than just sometimes get a little bit wide on occasions, okay? But the lowercase y, the posh of the stuff we did in the sort of first couple of lessons, looking really good. Now it's focusing on that path of that club hitting the golf ball to focus more on direction, yeah? We did lesson one, we got you hitting the golf ball pretty well, got the ball up in the air now. We're now getting some distance, 120 yards with that 6 or 7 irons, really, really good. We've now got to look on direction and where that ball's going to go. So when we go on a golf course, they're a bit more down the straight and narrow rather than going left, right, left, right, left, right. So we can sort of keep the same golf ball we started off the round with, hopefully, okay? So backswing, like I say, is very, very good. It's now this shift to the wall there, that way, okay? It's going to just practice with this movement here now. So the hips and hands are getting on that wall. On this one here now, there's a little bit of a scoop. You see your arms there, kind of a little bit kind of scoopy, flicky, which is going to cause that club to... we call close, and that again is going to send it left. But if we can get that body moving better, get back into that impact, we've got a chance now we can move that body effectively, get the club swinging correct towards target, get the club back on the golf ball towards target, and the ball with a couple of, you had that one shot a minute ago, there was literally a straight line, yeah? Well, yeah, I think the dip is a little bit more probably because you can't really move, maybe the stance being a bit wide, you're kind of forcing the issue, okay? So what we want to try to do is focus on what this hip is doing and where your hands are going, not trying to think, don't dip, don't drop, don't, because again, you start overthinking too much, Stephen, okay? So get the body moving, okay? And in some ways, practice-wise, I would say, just get up against and just do this. Yeah, just get that bump in the wall, keeping it very still, just taking your spine and doing that, yeah? And then you add a bit of rotation to that and then just bump the wall again, yeah? So you're sort of keeping that height. What we don't want to do is go whoop, and try and force it by moving the head down. If you try and fire this too fast this way to try and do something too much, that hip goes that way too much and the knee starts going, he's going to go down that way, yeah? If I stand here now and do this, there's my head going to go, it's going to drop. So don't think about, oh, I mustn't drop, I mustn't do this. Focus on that subtle movement of that left hip and the left side. Then you'll find other body parts will kind of just follow suit a lot more. Okay?